In a few weeks, the uniform goes back on, and this September, for the first time, a lot of schools will start teaching children how to use AI properly. Boston has made it a requirement to graduate. 31 states have put bills in front of them this year. That's in the US. I think that's fine. I don't have a problem with it. What I have a problem with is that we are rushing to teach children the one thing they were always going to pick up on their own. And we're still not teaching them the thing that will actually decide their life. And I want to be careful here because this is not a go at teachers. I love teachers and I respect teachers. Teachers are trapped in this as badly as anyone. It's a go at the people like me. I spent 20 years on the other side of this. I ran hiring and talent for big companies. I sat in the rooms where we decided who got promoted, who got paid, and who quietly left where they were. And I have to be honest about something. Employers told schools what we wanted. We asked for grades, we asked for qualifications. We asked them to produce people who could be relied on to do what they were asked on time to a standard. And we got exactly that. And then we only promoted a few of them. And I want to say that plainly because it sounds like a joke and it's not. I can't think of one time in 20 years where the most obedient person in the team got the job. Not once. The people who rose were the ones who could say, I think this is wrong in a room to someone senior and make it a fight. The ones who could be told no and stay in the conversations. The ones who could say, I got that wrong out loud without falling apart. None of that appears on a school report. Worse than that, every single one of those behaviors in a classroom is a problem. If you're interrupting, challenging, being difficult, getting it wrong in front of everyone. So we built a system that measures how well a child does what they're told. And then we built a working world that pays for exactly the opposite. Now, here's the part I really want to say, and it's going to be uncomfortable for a lot of you. You already know all of this. As parents, you know this because a lot of you were the good kid. You did the homework, you didn't answer back, you got the grades, and you went to the right place. You took the sensible job, you kept your head down, and you waited to be noticed. And now you're in your late 30s, early 40s, or even in your 50s, and you're watching someone with half your ability and twice your volume get the thing you wanted. You're not confused about how work actually works. You have the evidence. You are the evidence. And your child is currently sitting in a classroom being trained to become you. That is the bit that keeps me up. Not the machines, not the exams. The exact behavior that is getting your child a good report right now is the behavior that has been quietly costing you money for 15, 20 years. Nobody's going to tell you that in a parent's evening. And there's a reason this has become urgent rather than just annoying. It used to be that none of this mattered very much because your first job sorted it all out. That was where you learned it. 2 years of being junior, being wrong, being told no, sitting near someone who knew what they were doing. That was the apprenticeship. It was unglamorous and it worked. That's being taken away. Around a fifth of companies have already stopped hiring at entry level. Nearly half expect to have stopped by next year. Graduate roles in some sectors have fallen off a cliff. So the first rung, where your child was going to learn all of this by accident, is being removed while they're still at school, which means it doesn't get learned at work anymore. It gets learned at home or it doesn't get learned at all. And that's why I wouldn't wait. Not because the world is ending, because the place you were relying on to do this for you is closing and nobody sent you a letter about it. The school didn't. So, what would I actually do this year? Honestly, not a curriculum, three things, and they all happen at your kitchen table. The first is I would let them be wrong in front of me and make it boring. No rescue, no lecture, no fixing, just all right. That didn't work. What now? Because the thing that destroys careers is not being wrong, it's what people do in the 90 seconds after they realize they're wrong. Most adults I've ever worked with have never practiced that, ever. The second is I would make them ask for things directly, not a hint, not sulk and ask out loud with a number if there is a number. And sometimes I would say no, and we would carry on the evening as if nothing happened. That is the whole lesson. Being told no is survivable. Half the adults I've coached don't believe that, and it is the single most expensive thing in their career. And third is I would let them disagree with me properly, not rudeness. I have no interest in that. I don't think teaching children contempt for adults does them any favors at all. But if they think I'm wrong about something, I want to hear it. I want them to have to make a case. Because a child who can disagree with their father at 14 becomes an adult who can disagree with the chief executive at 34. And that person gets paid. I'm not asking anyone to pull their kids out of school. I'm not doing that. My children are in school. I appreciate the teachers at my children's school. I'm saying school is going to hand you a piece of paper at the end of this year that tells you how well your child has done and what they were told to do. It's genuinely accurate. and it is a measurement. It's just measuring the wrong thing. Look, you're going to spend this school year worrying about their reading, their maths, their screen time, and whether they're using AI to do their homework. Fine. Worry about all of that. But somewhere in the middle of it, ask yourself one question. If your child grows up to be exactly the person that school is currently rewarding them for being, are they going to have the life you want for them, or are they going to have yours?